Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got some major Bitcoin updates for you guys today and why I think we're about to explode in this bull run. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. All right, today we're going to give you my reasons why I think we're going to get into the bull run here. It is October after all, and I know it hasn't been in October. Everybody's like, where's October? I see the little memes floating around on X where the guy's in the room with his psychologist, and the psychologist says to him, so this October you're talking about, is it in the room with us right now? So, yeah, there's a lot of people that are worried that we're going to go down in the markets here. I don't think that's going to happen, but again, I don't have a crystal ball. I've said since the beginning of October that typically the beginning of October is a little bit rocky. We're still in the first half of October, but towards the end of October is when historically we've made some explosive moves with Bitcoin. So I think we're still going to see that. I'm going to show you why I think that here in this video. So let's jump into it. All right, so current crypto market cap still at 2.2 trillion. No big news there. Bitcoin 60,000. It did dip down under 59,000 or down to 59,000, somewhere in that range yesterday for a little bit and then recovered right away. There's people thinking we're going to go back down into 50,000 range. That is possible. I'll show you that on the chart here in just a minute, but I don't think it's as likely right now. I think we're just in that late part of the cycle where there's a little bit of a pause right now because of the presidential election, and I'm going to show you here in this video why I think that things are going to flip around with that and turn really bullish for crypto here as well. But nothing too major happening. We do have some coins that are popping off and making some good gains. Uniswap, I think they announced that they're going to be launching their own layer 2, I believe I saw somewhere. I need to look that up, but that's why their price is up recently. BitSensor Tau is actually doing pretty good as well. A lot of people talking about that one. WIF is up a little bit and so on. We're seeing some meme coins fly quite a bit. I've seen this coin here, PopCat, another one up 34% on the day. So some of the meme coins are starting to pop off. A little bit of bullish action in the market. I've been stacking my coins as much as I can. Any little extra money I can scrape up, I've been sticking into some of the coins that I've been talking about in my videos, like Sharp AI and Xverse and Fury and Lake AI and a bunch of other projects as well. And I did sell my SNS, my Synesis 1 tokens, because I unstaked those and I was up like a little over 15x on those. So I took profits on that and moved those funds into other investments. So Bitcoin, we're still in this range. And like I've said before, and until we get below this or above this range, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to worry about this too much. Some people are kind of drawing this chart, where, let's see, if we draw it, like some people are kind of using this just as like a support here and a resistance up here. Basically somewhere in like this range here is kind of their resistance, and they're saying this is the range. Either way you draw it, really doesn't matter, but realistically, Bitcoin is on a downward trend. So that to me is like a bull flag, and I'm not a chart expert, but to me that's like a bull flag that's developing here with Bitcoin on, especially on the weekly chart, and it's getting ready, in my opinion, that we've been range bound for over 200 days now in this range, that we're just working our way down. I think these people that are the whales in the market and the people who are really driving this market, I think they're just slowly driving the price down so they can accumulate more and shake out all the weak hands and take the profits out of the people that are inexperienced and scared, and then they're going to start pushing this thing up, especially if the election turns out the way a lot of people are hoping for crypto, because it does, believe it or not, impact the crypto market regardless of how people feel about certain candidates or not. It does have an impact on the markets regardless how you feel. So that's why I cover some of that stuff on my channel. I don't try to get political too much on my channel, but it is what it is. We have to talk about the facts, and the facts are that the politics do affect crypto. So we're going to jump on this monthly chart with Bitcoin. I'm going to show you why I think we're going to still see upward momentum in October, and why I think it's going to be the start of this bull run here. This is back in 2017, October. Look at this, October, the first big candle to start moving up into this bull run in 2017. So here it is, October, we started moving up back here. Now let's move over to here and keep going. And we got April, May, June, July, September, boom, October. And we started moving up here in October and into this bull run. And so you can see here, October in these two cycles was the momentum. And right here, October last year, boom, we started moving up in October. And it was towards, I think, the 17th or so of October before we started moving up, or the 21st, somewhere in that range. But you can see here what I mean by kind of like a bull flag, especially on this monthly time frame. Looks to me like a bull flag developing here. And if you take and zoom out this whole chart, looks like a giant cup and handle on the monthly. This could be, if this is, you know, a sign of what's to come, and we're still well above these levels on the monthly here. We haven't broken below them like we did here. We started going into the bear market. We're still well above them. Look how far above these we are in the monthly here. So I think we're about to make an explosive move up here with Bitcoin and start shooting up into the 100-some thousand range and shoot up into the atmosphere with this here. Hopefully that is the case, but like I said, I don't have a crystal ball and I could be wrong on that, but history tells us, and history isn't always exactly the same, but history tells us that Bitcoin moves in October, and it's Uptober. It's called Uptober for a reason. We still have 20 days left in October, and until October ticks away, I'm going to say that we're still going to see upward momentum and still stay in the green in October. Now, may not be a big move because we still have the election coming up at the beginning of November, but I'm going to show you that here as well and what I think is going to happen, hopefully, here with the election. So we're going to jump into the monthly Bitcoin chart here with Bitcoin here. And historically, in the past, there's only been 2 Octobers that have not been green out of Bitcoin's entire history. 2018 was one, and 2015 was another. So, yes, it is possible that we do get a red October, but it doesn't mean anything bad necessarily. It doesn't mean that we're not going to move up in November and December. But if you look at October, its average returns is 20%, and it's about 20% on average for the halving years, and this is a halving year. So that is, you know, what I don't think we may not see 20%. Maybe we'll see 1%. Maybe we'll see 10%. I don't know, but I think we're still going to have some green moves here in October. But you know, the lowest we've seen in October for a positive move was 5%. We did see a -12 and a -3%. So that would be a possibility. Either one of those would not really put us out of the bull market. Might delay it for a little bit, but it wouldn't put us into a bear market necessarily here. But I'm hoping and thinking that we're going to have an October that's green here still. We'll have to see what happens. But if it isn't quite green and we're a little bit in the red, I don't think it's the end of anything necessarily, because it doesn't mean it has to be green, but just historically in the past it has been. Also, I'm looking at the pi cycle top indicator here. This shows that we have not hit the top of the cycle and that we're actually nowhere near the top, and that we're just starting to really make that wider move. The moving averages are moving away from each other and not even moving towards each other yet, and that hopefully that we're just a long ways off from the top of this bull run here, potentially. So that's another indicator that I'm looking at and I'm going to keep an eye on. It's not even moving in the direction of each other yet. So that's another thing that we can look at here and see that this is indicating that we are not in the in fact, this line is moving so far upward that it's actually out of the picture here, so you can't even see what it's doing. But you know, these lines are moving away from each other currently. So let's get into the polling market polls here for the presidential election. This is absolutely insane. Donald Trump has currently an 11.2% lead over Harris on this poll. And some people will say, well, the polling market poll, there's a lot of crypto investors in there, so of course, Trump's leading in it. Now, that's not necessarily true. This is actually the market where people bet on who's going to win the election. People have skin in the game and a lot of money invested in this. And a few weeks ago, Kamala had a slight advantage over Trump and some of the interviews and stuff that she's done recently, she's really tanked in her polling, and that's why she has Obama out there campaigning for her now, because she, is having trouble herself campaigning. You don't see other people campaigning for Trump other than his VP, which is normal, but he doesn't have George W. Bush or someone out there campaigning for him, because he's fully capable of campaigning for himself, where Harris has to have Obama come and campaign for her, and she probably hired him to do that, I'm sure. But I wonder how much that check cost, or maybe the Democratic Party's probably paying for it out of their pocket with their campaign funds. But you can see here that Trump's pulled quite a lead in Arizona, a lead in Michigan, which is really typically a blue state. Georgia, a big lead in Georgia right now, 50-50 in Wisconsin, 57% in Pennsylvania, and then Harris still has a lead in Nevada. But Trump's got 4 out of the 6 swing states right now, and 50-50 in Wisconsin. So right now he's starting to show a big lead. And I did see on another poll earlier yesterday that Trump had showing right now he has the lead in Michigan, 52% to 48%. So that is another positive. And then Nevada, that's where Harris has the lead, and then Wisconsin is 50-50. So right now Trump has quite a big lead according to this poll, and this one historically has been the most accurate. We'll see if that holds. If that does, that is going to be very bullish for crypto, because Trump has been very pro-crypto, and hopefully that he will push pro-crypto regulation, pro-crypto tax legislation, and so on. And hopefully that is the case. But a lot of investors are saying if Trump wins, they think this bull run is absolutely going to fly. And I know some people have commented on my videos, they think it'll do well no matter which candidate is in there. I think it'll do okay if Harris is in there, but she hasn't been very positive for crypto, and the Democrats have been very negative towards crypto by putting Gary Gensler in there and not stopping him from, continually, even up to this week, pressing charges on crypto exchanges like Crypto.com and Coinbase and a bunch of others, Binance US and so on. They just keep prosecuting these crypto exchanges in the United States and telling them they're selling unregistered securities, but yet they have no method of registering securities through them for crypto, because there's nothing in place for that. So I think that hostile environment is going to be a bad environment for crypto if she were to get elected. I don't think that environment's really going to change necessarily. Now she has made a comment that she's going to try to make blockchain successful in the United States, but that can mean anything. I mean, she hasn't really said anything other than that. So Trump has been very pro-crypto. He actually has a crypto project that he's launching and doing a pre-sale for, and he's got NFTs and stuff like that. So right now it's looking good for a potential banger of a bull run if Trump gets elected. We still have about 3 weeks left or so in the election cycle before the election actually takes place, but there are some states out there doing early voting, so that those votes are coming in right now, and we'll have to see what happens with that. But 26 days till the election currently, so we'll have to see what happens here. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Hopefully this bull run turns around here and flips bullish here towards the end of October. I can't promise anything. It's not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball, but historically this has been the month where Bitcoin starts moving up, even if it's just a little bit, and then we start moving up in November. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens here, but I'm still hoping and hopeful that Bitcoin is going to move up here in the next few weeks, and that will get up and start making a new all-time high. Hopefully, maybe not necessarily by the end of October, but maybe in November after the election. So we'll see what happens here. But that's what I got for this video, guys. Don't forget to check out my Telegram group. It's absolutely free. The link for that will be in the description below. Also, you can check out my Discord membership. That's a private community through Patreon. The links for that will be in the description below and the pinned comment as well. So check those out, guys. And if you guys need a VPN, you guys can check out NordVPN. The link for that is in the description below. And they're giving you guys up to 4 free months for being my community members. So check out NordVPN link as well, guys. That's pretty much what I got for this video. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.